Hello everybody, thank you for joining me once again. This may look like a rerun, but it's not. This server is slightly different than the other one we did. This is a Dell PowerEdge 610, R610 I believe. We'll verify that here in a minute. But I've learned some lessons on the other one, so this one should go down a little easier, a little better, and a little quicker. And we'll see how long this video takes us, but I'll give you a quick tour and then we'll tear it apart. So let's get started. Here we go with the model number, PowerEdge R610. It is a 1U server. Here's some information there, I believe. I'll give you some information here as well. Want to see that? Nothing on the sides except for rails. And if we flip it around here to the back side, this is for cable management here, typically. And we're going to do something a little different than last time. Look at the Ethernet ports on that. It has 4 of them. And then there's the D-rack port, I'm sure. 2 redundant power supplies. Well, just redundant power supplies. USB. I'm not sure what that is. There we have serial and VGA. And the other side is, again, just a rail. So let's open it up. All right, see if we get this front cover off. Maybe we can't. No, we can. Okay, front cover is off. Let's pull this cover here off. Wow, beast. Okay, there's some detailed information on the system. You can zoom in on that if you like. A little bit of an icon legend there. Not much else. All right, yes, this is a bit different, is it not, than our other one? What I did learn is I'm going to disconnect this cable management on the back. I'm going to disconnect that first because that is a pain in the butt. It's just in the way of everything we want to do. And this side is just clips, apparently. Oh, there's screws there. Okay, those are disconnected and off. These clips here, I think we said before, they just lift up or not. Or, you know what, let's get these rails off the side. That could be interesting. There is a clip right here. You push up on that, and then I believe there's another thing right here. I hope you can see both of those. You have to do both of them to get the rail off. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, we have to slide it back. Why is that one not coming out? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Well, that one came right off. Look at that. Now I can feel more comfortable with this thing. All right. Interestingly enough, these are completely empty. I bet there's no RAM in there. These were placeholders before you would put the socket or the processor and anything in the system. So we'll get those out. Yep, blank. Completely blank. Yep, nothing in there. Those are just empty processor blanks. That's yeah, probably was decommissioned and they kept all those items to put back in it in case they'd ever want to use it again, but it aged out. It's just old. Let's see if we can get these fans out. Looks to be a clip here showing you the airflow. Nope, this is more difficult than the other one for sure. See if we can get this card out. That should be fairly easy, I would hope. Pull those to the side, lift that up. Man, this one's not being nice to me. There, okay, that's probably a controller card for the SCSI array, or not SCSI array, for the RAID array. Probably a copyright date. No. Does it have us anything on there that would tell us what it is? Does that say Canadian? ISIS. Yeah. Chassis case. Okay, there you go. I'll keep that. Let's get these cables out of the way. Yeah, what a deal. We have a lot of cable management here. You would think these fans would come out easier than what they are appearing to come out with. The other ones popped right up. They do pop right out. Okay. They just lift out. Huh. Okay. Let's see, we got 5 fans. That's odd number. And then this blank here, a blank fan. So we got 5 fans. Let's see what else we can do here. Does this come out? Looks like it may. That comes out. Let's pull that out of there. Let's pull this out of here. Wow, this is not fun. So let's get right to the good stuff. Let's pull the power supplies out. Okay, they are a matching pair. 502 watt. So you would not make that 1004 watt. They were backups, so they would each supply 502 watt for the system. So we might tear theirs apart in a minute. We have that. Let's see. This looks like this will come out with this little tab here. Usually a blue tab means you can do something with it. There you go. Both of these should come right out. Look at that. Just a fingerboard. There's information on what it actually is from Dell. There's a PCI slot. Is the other one the same, just shorter? That was the case open indicator. The case was opened. No memory card in this one like we had in the last one. But there's the Ethernet or the D-rack port and the card slot there. Small and handy. What is this little guy? You see that? Sure what that was. Huh. Well, whatever it was, I pulled it out of there. That. All right, let's pull some screws out. There's probably a few. Oh, and they are torque bit. Imagine that. Or at least the one that I can see here is. Yep. They are torque bit. Oops, sorry. They are torque bit. You know what? I bet these got to come out. but those definitely held into the motherboard, to the chassis. You can tell by how long the screws are. Okay, let's see what else we got. We got one here. We got one back here, which means there's probably one up here. Yep. I got that one. Okay, let's see. It ain't budging. Oh, no, we got that one. Let's see what we can make happen here. I keep hitting that with my head. Sorry, guys. This looks like it would come out with a little bit of assistance, maybe. Well, it looks like it would come out. Not sure how. It definitely acts like it's going to come out. Oh, look at that. Those did not pull up before because the fans were in them. So now that came up nice. Now we can get these cables off of here. And then I bet the motherboard will come up. Or at least I'll be able to see any other cables I may have missed. Or screws I may have missed. All right, let's see. How is that coming? Where did I miss the screw at? Right in here. Oh, those have to come out. They might. It would not surprise me one bit. That's pretty tight, right? Right in this area. And that's not the right size. Maybe they come out from the back. Nope. I do see some screws on the back, but I do not believe it holds the motherboard in. Boy, I'm just kicking the hell out of you today. I'm sorry. Oh, a button here. That probably has a lot to do with it. Look at that. The handle and the button. Whew. Wow. I bet you those have to come out to get this off of there. Yep. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see what else we can see here. Not a lot, though. Couple of, maybe these have to come out. I'm not sure how that would happen. You know what? I think I might have an idea for that. Oh, nope. That didn't work. Let's see. Is this going to come off of this tray? That's on there. See, what I seen was not those, but these, the back end of one screw there and here. If you can see that, there's obviously something there, here, here. Those are empty, maybe those, but I think that just holds in the handles. And those are these, so I wonder if those have to come out. Let me try something. Oh yeah, totally. Totally. Once you get them loose, though, they come right out. Oop. Of course, I made a liar out of me now. I hope you can see that. Sorry. And this one. All right, now this slide. Yep. Slide off of there or pull off of there. Oh, it's around this too. Look at that. The board comes up around and is held on, but those is also. And so is the back end of this thing off? Maybe. So let's do those too. There's only 4 of them. Okay, what else is holding this puppy on? I say puppy lightly. Oh, one right there. Oh, that's still kind of... Okay, it's kind of getting there. Did I miss a screw? Oh, underneath this maybe. Wait, is that? No. Yes. No. Ouch. That's interesting to say the least. Oh, yep. Okay. Well, I'll pull them out. See if it makes any difference for us. Those are just handles. So now I won't have a handle. Well, it didn't help anything. It might be... What's underneath this bad boy? Nothing. Just a piece of... Did I miss a screw? Feels like something in this area. Must be these. Those are torque bit or Allen wrench. Oh, yep, they're torque, just a different size than the other one. So let's take those out. Yeah, those were into that. Pretty sure. Yep, look at that. They were definitely held on there yet. Now let's see. Look at that. Beauty. All right, let's take a closer look. Couple of boards there. That is for the Broadcom, for those that are built onto the motherboard. For their gigabit each, maybe even 10 gig, who knows. Intel chip there. What's that one say? Tom knows. This is probably video for that one video port, or two video ports. You had one on the front, one on the rear. Two processor sockets. There's that phone thing again, iSCSI key. I don't see any bad capacitors. There's not many on there. The back, nothing to speak of. There's the board model number, power board, revision 1, made in China, USA. Or no, that's not USA, that's UL 94B. There's a QR code. There's another one. That's the MAC address, probably for the all four of them for that, I would imagine. All right, well, let's see. There's our date. There's our first date, copyright 2009, I believe it says. Yes, 2009. All rights reserved. So there you go. There we have a date. All right, folks. Let's see what we have. This is trash. We know that. See the rails here beside me. This is trash. That's trash. Oh, the board is not trash. This is trash. You know what? Got aluminum there. Those are plastic. They're trash. 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 5 fans. Again, I wish I had 5 fans of my own. Fingerboards. Controller card. You know what? I'll put that with the other one I just pulled out of the other server, which is right there. A little board. DRAC card. I don't think anybody would want that. We have some boards here in the case here yet. Let's get some cables and cords out of that. Cables and boards out of that. All right, I hope this is in the picture for you. Okay, we got that one. These were SATA. Yep. SASB, it says. And this was SASA. And this was just standard SATA, but it came to this port there, which was also, that's typically what you see on a back of a CD-ROM drive, which, did this have a DVD drive? It does. We did not check that. Let's pull this out. All right, so now let's get that CD-ROM drive out of there. A few more screws here. Oh, wrong size. Okay, let's get the CD-ROM drive out of here. What's that? Oh, that's a battery there of some sort. Look at that. Yeah, that's a battery. Check that out. Battery in the server for the DRAC, I guess. Interesting. DVD removal. It tells me right there. So we push that in and push, and it's supposed to come right out, and it does. Look at that. Let's see if there's a disc in here. Nope, no disc. It does have this nifty little thing on the back of it, though. All right, now we get this out of here. I'm hoping. Why would it not come out? Not sure why. Well, you know what? I don't care. Let's get this over with. Case is done. See what we got. Cables. Cables and cables. Motherboard. We will leave that right there. A little battery that goes to this connector is interesting, to say the least. Oh, it's just wrapped around there. That's interesting too. So it was not part of that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Okay. Cables, motherboards. Oh, we have the power supplies. This is all just the processor connectors that were around the sockets. I'm going to trash those, and we're going to look at the power supplies now. Okay, here's the two power supplies. I'm only going to open up one of them because they're identical. See what we got. How does it open? Oh, there's a screw underneath the void sticker. That would do it. Or the warranty sticker. That certainly would do it. I should have thought of that. Well, there you be. Now that's an interesting looking transformer there. Again, nothing really impressive. It is certainly a newer looking power supply than the other one we tore apart. So there you be. There's the edge connector. Now the capacitor there is fine. Other ones are solid state. There's two. Those are fine. Big one looks fine. All right. There's your inside of the power supply. Okay, everybody. That was it. That is the last piece of equipment I have to tear down. So this might be goodbye. Oh no, we're going to do the recycle trip. I got probably 8 boxes of stuff here, from fans to hard drives, optical drive, power supplies, cables, motherboards, RAM, batteries, finger cards, processors. So we're going to make a trip to the recycler here maybe next week or on the next video. But other than that, stay tuned for that. and we'll catch you on that one. All right. Thank you so much for watching.